All right, everyone, welcome out to the Monday morning mindset and mastermind. These Mondays are so important because every morning I am a massive fan of how you start your day is oftentimes how it continues on. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you agree with me. Usually the way that you start your day oftentimes impacts the way you go out the rest of your day. Okay. And for me, I've learned this, through experience, through having a family, having a kid, that it's very important to get your mind right from the very beginning. And I want to encourage everybody here on this Monday that we're going to start off with the proper mindset that this week, and I want you to write this out, that this week is going to bring me more growth, more success, more money, more freedom, more happiness, more peace. Okay? I want you to say that this week is going to bring me more growth, more success, more money, more freedom, more happiness, more peace. Because ultimately, what we're here to do is actually create a situation where you can have happiness and peace and freedom, right? And growth, success, and money is a major foundation of being able to get that. Okay? Who's following me right now and enjoying this? 777 in the chat box. Every single one of these are destined for you. Every single one of these are in your favor. Okay, we just got to begin to claim it. So I want to talk about a couple of things today. A lot of people talk about the law of attraction. Okay, give me a 1 in the chat box if you've heard about the law of attraction, right? The things that you desire, the things that you think about, these are the things that are going to manifest. Okay. And I want to talk about this today, okay, because I am an advocate of the law of attraction only when partnered with another law, okay? Connect with me on IG. I talk about a lot of this stuff often, but I want to talk about the importance of the law of attraction because one of the first things that you must do in order to be successful is get your mind right, okay? The biggest battle that most people face, okay, the biggest battle that most people face is the battle of the mind. It's not oftentimes even your ability to be successful more than the fight in your head of trying to decide whether you're going to actually do it or not. Give me a 2 in the chat box if you've experienced this. Okay? Give me a 2 in the chat box if you have experienced this. Because I really want you guys to understand the things that I do, it's very strategic. It's framed out. It's a way of life more than just I'm building a business. That doesn't work. Okay? Give me just a second. All right, 1 second. All right, perfect. Right. So I definitely see that people have experienced that for themselves. And I really want to be very, very crystal clear with all of you that this is a reality right now. This is a reality right now that if you guys can begin to grasp this, everything else in your life, everything else in your business will change. See, the thing that I have learned is when you focus on the belief model, okay? When you focus on the belief model, okay? Not so much just the behaviors, but what you actually believe. Because how many of you have been in a situation, let's talk about like working out, right? Like I'm guilty as all get outs of this, being like, I'm going to work out. I have the ability to do it, but I'm going back in my mind, am I going to take the time to do it or not? Or, you know what I'm saying? There's this thing. But the reality of it is I could literally just go to the gym and work out right now and begin to have results. I want to give you an example with this business. Yesterday on the boiler room session that we had, people found that it was easier to talk to people within an hour of spending with me in a boiler room and the other leaders, with just doing the things that I gave maybe you if you were on that call. They found that it was easier to talk to people within that hour than the whole time they've been doing this. It's not that you cannot do it. It's that you don't believe you can. It's that you don't have the right mindset, the right framework to go about what you're doing. It's like trying to build a house without having the foundation and the whole just blueprint laid out already. Okay, so I want you guys to understand. Let's start with the mind. Everyone, I want you to write in the chat box right now, I believe that I was made to be successful. I want you to write this in the chat box right now. I believe I was made to be successful. You know, it's there's a lot of people out here that actually don't believe that they were created to be successful. And a lot of people don't even think they can do it. But it starts with this mindset. Like, people think that I'm absolutely crazy with the things that I believe sometimes, but just crazy enough, they keep happening. Right? And just maybe the average belief system is just not enough. Are we willing to admit that right now? We need to upgrade our belief level if we want to upgrade our experience. So it all starts with the things that you desire, the things that you wish for. You know, there's certain people that talk about, you know, I'm happy and grateful that I'm this, that I'm that. Oh, that's cool with me. You know, what I really want you to do is just become obsessed with seeing yourself as you actually desire to live. Okay, and then what I want you to do is partner the next part of this. The law of attraction, listen to me, only works when the law of action is applied. Listen to me right now. This is very, very important. The law of attraction only works when the law of action is applied. It's first so important that you see it. It's first so important that you believe it. It's first so important that you can actually, attraction, that's fine. It's spelled incorrect, but you can do it. All right. I'm not a spelling major. I apologize. Okay. Listen, I want you guys to understand right now, it's the fact of your belief model, the foundation. But then you have to take that next step. And the next step is, yeah, attraction is spelled terribly wrong. I apologize. The next step is adding action to your dreams, adding action to the desire. There are people out here that have read more self-help books than I've ever read books in my life, and they're still going nowhere. Are you hearing me? Reading a self-help book doesn't do shit for you if you don't actually help yourself and do something. Are you hearing me? Self-help does not help anything if you don't help yourself. The whole point of what I do and what I think you should do is begin to believe it, see it, and then do the things to make it happen. I believe the most depressing life of all, outside of just being poor, is having a belief system that you can be successful, but you don't have the actual courage, dare I say, to actually make it happen. Give me a 1 in the chat box if you agree that that's depressing. It just doesn't even make sense when you really begin to think about this, because you have to understand, how much is my life worth? I want you to write that out. How much is my life worth? And when you begin to think about how much your life's worth, let's now begin to break it down even further than that. How much are my hours worth? Right? People sell their hours away every day for $10, $20 an hour and call that a living. That's not a living, that's existing. So how much is your life worth? And then they got to start breaking down. How much are your days worth? How much are your hours worth? What is it that you're doing today? Is it adding to your value, or is it taking away from your value? Because the thing that I am absolutely convinced is that there is not one thing that any of us are lacking when it comes to being successful other than the belief model and then the action to go and make it happen. I don't care who you are, the level of talent that you have. I know people that are just not good salespeople, that are not really people, and they still are massively successful in this industry because they suck it up and they do what it takes to be successful. David McCovey said something really interesting that caught my attention because I hadn't heard it said like this before. He said, sometimes your best is not enough. You got to do what's required. Give me a yes in the chat box if that just hits you. Sometimes your best is not enough. I'm trying my best. What does that even mean? Right? It's funny to me. Like, I'm trying my best. No, change what you're doing. It's action. It's daily habits. It's the things that you're giving your time to. I could go in your situation right now and hit the same rank in the same amount of time with a network or not, because I understand the basic principles of building a business, desiring and manifesting it. Are you guys hearing me right now? I need an amen in the chat box if you're hearing me right now, because this is the foundation of the success that all of you are looking for. People think that it's some magic voodoo, like just certain people were gifted with it and other people weren't. That's not the case. The reality of it is this, is either you are going to believe that you can, and you are either going to do it or you're not. You either show up or you don't. I don't get the going back and forth. People literally are like this in their mindset. You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I going to do? You got to stop that. You got to get here. And you got to put all of the energy that you have into making all of this that you have up here happen. The way that I like to frame it is this. You got to put feet to the mission. Write that in the chat box. Feet to the mission. This is so important. And I want you to go back and I want you to talk to your team. And I know that this call was delayed today. I appreciate everyone still getting on this, but I want you to talk to your team and let them know that they need to be here. I'll post this recording after this. But guys, this is the foundation of what we're doing. Because when you can get in a place that you not only just believe this, but you become this. I need you to hear me. Not that you just believe this, but you become this. The things that you want, freedom, success, money, all of these things, you have to become the person that these things can be brought to and properly managed. I need you to say you must become it before you get it. You must become it before you get it. This is next level thinking. You must become it before you get it. A lot of people want the titles. I'm going to give you a great example right here of exactly what I'm talking about. You must become it before you get it. This right here is the clearest example. How many people want to be the person with their mic in their hand on stage getting credit? How many people want to be called a leader? Because they enjoy the attention. Their ego needs it. It's okay they want the attention. I love the attention. Let me make it clear because I'm really good at having the attention. All right? But there's a reality here. I want you guys to hear me. The things that will actually get you on the stage to be celebrated is the small things that you do on a daily basis. Everybody's running for the attention, but they're not running to the things that's going to bring you the attention. We've fallen in love with the vision rather than the reality. Are you guys hearing me right now? This is so important. You've fallen in love with the dream more than the actual ability and reality to manifest it and the things that it requires to bring it about. This is why I don't have to read a self-help book to go and make it happen, because I know if I produce, I'm going to get paid. I'm all for reading books, but what I'm also all for is actually doing the things that you read about. It's not that you don't have the ability, it's that you're not motivated enough and obsessed with the mission enough. You guys, I don't know about you, but I literally obsess with the reality of being stupid rich and having millions and millions of people that I helped make ridiculous amounts of money. I obsess about this. I obsess about knocking out the rank of epic in 60 to 90 days. I obsessed with it. I'm sacrificing time with family. I'm sacrificing going out. I'm sacrificing this, and this, and this. Why? Because I'm obsessed with it. People be like, man, I want this. And next thing you know, we get an example like someone said on the call the other day, like, oh, I'm watching football. I'll make the next one. You're not obsessed with it. Comment obsessed in the chat box right now. Obsessed. And I need you to get absolutely obsessed with your mission, your vision, your desire, your dreams, your passions. This must happen, right? You got to become it before you get it. You got to believe it before you achieve it. The law of attraction is the start, but it goes nowhere if the law of action is not applied with it, okay? So I want you guys to think this week, what is it that you can do practically to add to your business, to add to your money, to add to your success, to add to the things that you actually desire? What can you do practically? I want you to write one more time, and I hope you're taking notes. It is practical. This business is not hard to build. I want you to write that down too. This business is not hard to build. It's practical. You got to sacrifice now for the things that you want, or the things that you want will become the sacrifice. This business is not hard. This is the easiest business you ever built. Yesterday on that boiling room call, some people began to have their eyes open. Tomorrow when I do the boiling room call, you better be there. You better have your team there, because I'm here to teach you guys that this is not fantasy. This is reality. It's not hard, it's practical. You just got to know what to do and then do it over and over and over and over again. Success is nothing more than amazing repetition. Are you guys hearing me right now? Success is nothing more than amazing repetition. You've heard the quote, I don't fear a man that's practiced 10,000 kicks one time. I fear the man that's practiced one kick 10,000 times, right? It's the same way with working out. There's that tension that's being built. You gotta, thank you so much, Curtis, Bruce Lee quote. Absolutely. You gotta stretch yourself. You gotta push yourself. And guess what? When you don't feel like doing it, get over yourself and do it anyways. How much is your life worth? Oh, I don't feel like doing it today. This quarantine's got me really relaxed, you know? You can just chill back. That's not going to get you rich. That's not going to get you freedom. That's not adding to your situation. That's losing. Every day, that is losing. And I don't think anybody on this call right now was born to be a loser. I don't think anyone was born to be a loser. I think losers are something that people become because of what they do, what they believe, the habits that they have created. And I'm ready for a difference. If you're ready for a difference, let me know in the chat box. Who in here is ready for a difference and you're going to do whatever it takes to make it happen? Okay? The trainings that we're doing every day, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, the same exact link. You need to be there. The 9 p.m. Eastern launch calls that we're doing, you need to be there. When we are here, show up. Write it in the chat box. I am going to preach this. Show up. That's all you got to do over and over and over again. Show up and perform. Show up and perform. Show up and change the things that you believe, and then change the things that you do. Most people are not used to this type of sales environment. Most people have been conditioned to be employees. Most people have been created in an environment that you can only be so much. But it's time that we blow the fucking lid off of this thing. We got to get out of this framework of that we are only worth this much when we're worth the whole world. I'm serious. We got to go to another level. Someone say another level in the chat box. I say this often because you don't understand. It's step upon step, growth upon growth. It's constant work every day. The same way when you see someone, the Skylar guy that just ranked up, dude is ripped as shit. I guarantee he didn't get it by not going to the gym. I guarantee he didn't get it by eating whatever he wants. Even when he saw something that looked good, he still showed up and worked. He still sacrificed. I'm obsessed with this. Are you? Paid to live. Like, this is actually my reality. Paid to live. What do I want to do? I got to get paid to do it. When I'm out on the yacht, I got to be getting paid. I'm not just paying to be there. I got to be getting paid more money than I'm spending. Much, much more money than I'm spending. It's time that we get smart about money. I'm telling you, this team right here, I'm going to be doing so many trainings. We have so many leaders where we're going to teach this team as we grow, month by month, year by year, how to grow with your money, how to be smart with your money. This is not going to be some bullshit ball out network marketing team where the whole team that's making residuals spends that shit to impress people. We're not doing it. You're not rocking with me and doing it. I'm going to teach you how to go multiply it. I'm going to go show you how I went from a $5,000 a month place to an $1,800 a month place, and I became a millionaire in the $1,800 a month place because I was spending too much of the money at the other place. Are you hearing me? Sometimes you got to pull back to launch. Sometimes you got to redo the things that you're doing. Are you guys hearing me right now? Give me a yes in the chat box. It's time to take things to another level. I don't know what you've ever experienced in life. I don't know who you've been around in this industry, but I'm not them and you're not a part of a team like them. We do things different here. We do things with integrity. We do things with energy. We do things with intention. We do what it takes to make it happen, period. I want you to write that down right now. I will do whatever it takes to make it happen. Some of you right now, come on, V. Some of you right now have been in that pullback stage. Who's been in that pullback stage right now? You've been working, you've been grinding, but it just ain't popped off yet. This is how we're going to end this today. You've been in that pullback stage. That tension has been there. It's been pulling. You've been feeling it. There's been this anxiety. There's been energy. There's been so many things that you are going through right now. Shit has been difficult. Things have not looked up the way that you wanted them to, and you are right here. I need you to know that this is the time that you are about to explode. A lot of times people give up right here. And if you release too early, the arrow can't go. If you release too early, you can't go. You got to keep pushing. That pressure, you know how excited I get when it's been tense? This year has been crazy as shit for me. Craziest year of my life. The things that I've went through this year, thank God financially has been great, but stress-wise this year, the things going on, family, people going through hell, experiencing the roller coasters. Guys, this year has been one. We've been in that pullback, and we're right at the end of the massive launch about to happen. And I'm telling you guys, those who push right now, those who commit right now, in 30 to 60 days, you will be 10 to 20 times more successful than you've ever been in your life. There's times where supernatural growth happens. There's times where exponential growth happens, but it's the right time, the right season, the right environment. And listen closely, you doing the right thing so you can actually manifest and create the things that you want. Are you guys hearing me right now? Come on, somebody. Your timing is right now. Say that. My timing is right now. This is not just some motivational shit to fluff you. This is reality. You got to believe these things. You got to become obsessed with these things because there's going to be times when you don't want to do it. And I'm here to let you know that you are going to get rich doing the things you don't want to do. You are going to get rich doing the things you don't want to do. Do you want to be rich or do you not? Because if you do, then do it. You either don't or you do. It's time to show up and do it right now. So look, it's time to get to work. Make sure your team knows about the calls that we have coming up today. Make sure that your team is plugged up. For all of my traders, it's time to get into the markets. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, we're there. Let's get it. 4 a.m. Eastern, we're there. 9 p.m. Eastern, launch call. Okay? Tomorrow, 5 p.m., the Boilers Room is back. Every Sunday, Tuesday through Thursday, you will be live with me. And we're going to be working together. I'm going to be helping you build your business. I just need you to show up. I just need your people to show up. I just need your team to be here. Because when everybody shows up, guess what? I want you guys to think about this. If all of us are bringing energy in, and then all of us are bringing energy out, would you guys not agree that there's a lot more energy with all of us together than just one individual alone? This is the power of a team. This is the power of a movement. I need you guys to understand you're not a part of a company. You're a part of a paid to live movement, a winner's circle, a den of lions. You are a part of something strong. You are a part of something special, but will you do your part? With that being said, it's time to be epic. It's time to get it. Share this with your team once I put this recording out, and let's grow. Have an amazing, amazing Monday. And this week is going to be your best week if you do the things to make this week your best week. The law of attraction means nothing unless applied the law of action. Okay, you got to apply it. You got to do it. You want it? Let's go make it happen. Much love. Connect with me on social media, JFelts World, and I will be in touch with all of you soon. And I just look forward to congratulating all of you. I look forward to just celebrating you. You guys don't understand. The thing that gets me the most excited is everybody else around me winning. That's what I brag about. That's to me the ultimate boss. Being a boss is not that you can have success. Being a boss means you can help everyone around you be successful. That's a real boss. All right, so that's the goals. All right, I'll be in touch with you soon. It's time to go.